Trevin coming to you from the OCC Road House in Clearwater, Florida. And tonight, WWN presents WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. Going to be an awesome night of action. We are streaming live on Club WWN. I'll be calling the action, and I won't be calling it alone. He is the creator of the Live Method. Ladies and gentlemen, my tag team partner tonight, Casey Live.
There's two matches I'm very excited. I'm going to have my eyes on tonight. It is that WWE ID Showcase match with the real life action hero Paul. He's tan, he's jacked, he's ready to attack. And also, there's no competition when you're mid-condition. But Freedom Ramsey, Motor City's own, might have a little something to say about that. And my second match of the night, it's got to be 305 Zone, led by Baby King, goes Miami North, the highest in the OC. There goes the case. 305 right here. Those Miami boys are going to face the returning Rapture. And the first Monday Night Mayhem, Richard Adonis sent Brady Payne home with an injury. So is it going to be the high-flying 305, or is it going to be the Rapture taking him home on a stretcher? Find out tonight.
That's not all, Casey. Before we get things started, I thought there was no better way to really celebrate how special tonight is than to welcome back a man who has been all over the world and most recently Thailand. Our FIB World Heavyweight Champion is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, August Artois. After your long tour of Thailand, you were defending championships. Let's open with that. What are you going to say about that awesome tour and all the places you took that physical championship world heavyweight title with you, August?
I will start off by saying, Sawadika, Sawadee Mai, which means, how are you? The tour was good. The tour was great. As you see, I came home with the title. I fought a Chinese man, a Canadian, and I even beat the hell out of Sideshow. Everybody knows Sideshow, right? But now, I'm back, and I had to come back. I didn't want to come back because you all saw how beautiful Thailand was. And it is. But in 20 days, March 9th, we are back here at the OCC Road House. It's the WWN Super Show called Uprising. And that's basically my whole career. I'm here to scout the competition, but I'm here, I got the best seat in the house because there's a lot of heavy-handed talent in that locker room. And I guarantee tonight's gonna be a Manic Monday. But in 22 days, I leave again to head to the UK to go defend this title. And I'm hoping to God I find somebody in that locker room that's willing to take this from me. Trevin, what do you think?
Oh, I love it, August. And you just nailed it, man. WWN Super Show Uprising, March the 9th, right here. And of course, tonight, is WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Should we be expecting to see more of August Artois here on Monday nights at the OCC Road House?
Let's ask them. You guys want to see me here on Monday night? You got your answer, Trevin.
Well, hey, I won't hold you, buddy. I am so glad to see you. Welcome back to the United States. Oh, you got it. Here's up. Ladies and gentlemen, WWN World Heavyweight Champion, August Artois.
Miami boys out here tonight. You heard them tonight when I was hyping up the crowd. 305 fan favorites here. Xander, Maddox ready to kick it off here on Monday Night Mayhem.
Clearly, Casey, Xander Maddox is not here to play. It's going to be an awesome, awesome matchup here tonight. We'll talk a little bit about the history between these two individuals in just a moment.
He is being accompanied by the Suplex Queen, Tanaily.
Brian Atomic, I feel, is one of the most underrated talents here on WWN Proving Ground. This Saturday, he joined me along the Vi method and almost captured the tag titles of the establishment. Man, him and Tiny, they are something to watch here. The Suplex Queen in his corner, there's honestly no stopping him.
But focusing on just 1 week ago, part of a fatal four-way right here on Monday Night Mayhem. And it was a situation where it was Xander versus Atomic versus Jules Bradley versus Zachyras, and Zachyras pinned Bradley. But you could see the issue between Xander Maddox, between Brian Atomic throughout the entire matchup. And now they're finally getting to go one-on-one right here, bookending the event, if you will, with little Miami Boys action. Of course, our main event, the Miami Boys versus the returning Rapture. I'm ecstatic about that one. But right now, it's all about Xander Maddox and a beautiful drop kick here, Casey.
Absolutely. 305 chants are fueling Xander, but Brian's got to get his head on out straight after that drop kick.
Been a lot of changes when it comes to Brian Atomic in recent history. His training regimen, hanging out with Low-Ki from a training perspective. And as you know, Low-Ki is no nonsense. Not a guy you want to mess with, not a guy you want to disappoint, as Tanaily and Xander Maddox are having a little bit of a conversation.
Absolutely. Brian Atomic, a walking nuke, will empty the chamber and gas his opponents, and Xander might be gassed out after that chop to the throat. He is not looking great right now.
And as Atomic gets Xander back in the ring, our official Jamil Nietzsche, man on the call, and I am very impressed by the agility of Brian Atomic.
Yeah, both men are just off to the races here in the beginning, and we're going to see whose cardio can outlast for sure tonight.
Xander whipped in, up and over. Not surprisingly, of course, the 305, the speed that is Xander Maddox. And a heck of a drop kick to Brian Atomic.
This might be his.
I think your right leg is hooked. Oh, the 2 count only. Credit here to Atomic for not being taken out. It's a hot night here, as always, in Florida. We're excited to have you. OCC Road House, the place to be Monday nights. Monday Night Mayhem. And Tanaily grabbing the foot.
That's what I'm
of
talking
Maddox.
about. And there's the opening he needed.
2-on-1 at this point, Casey.
Yeah, that cardio was being tested, but who cares about cardio when you got Tiny in your corner? Here we go.
Close. And to your point, when you have Tiny in your corner, well, it's not going to be a fair fight, as you can tell.
Right. Not only will she trip you up, she can get in there and suplex Xander. We got to keep an eye on her, absolutely.
Tiny is a very strong woman. Agree with you wholeheartedly. Is the 305 chance trying to help Will up.
I don't think
Xander Maddox.
Excuse my interruption. I don't think the 305 chants are part of the Atomic formula, as you see. Mr. Atomic is in control right now.
And Brian Atomic, as I pointed out already, we've seen a lot of growth. The time that he's been here, former cruiserweight champion, once upon a time, and ooh, what a chop. But it was a big, different style, if you will, when it comes to Atomic.
More gritty, the training from Loki, as you spoke of here, those knees.
As well as Muay Thai training. You see the snapmare right there. Head basically being crushed of Xander Maddox.
No wasted motion with Atomic. That is a part of the formula right there. That Atomic formula, just no wasted motion, choking the life out of Xander. Xander might be out of it here. He needs those chances to get to his feet.
Maddox, of course, been a minute before we had seen him here for maybe until about a month ago. We have been training in a handful of hair by Atomic, and I was just about to make the point of the growth of Xander Maddox, but growth means nothing when you're having the oxygen cut off, but a chin breaker.
There's an opening right there for Xander. If he's going to take advantage of that, he's got to do it right now.
Critical moment here, but right to the back of the head, and there's the strikes. There's that Muay Thai training, like I mentioned, when it comes to Brian Atomic. Just keeps getting better and better.
Does Muay Thai teach hair pulls?
I hope not. Not very versed in the sport, as Atomic lands on his feet. And the spinning heel kick. Now, I bet you that, indeed, would be legal and probably a knockout blow in Muay Thai.
Hip up, the cardio, as I mentioned from the jump. Both men have a lot of it, and Atomic just might have more, a little gut wrench.
Well delivered, holding on. Now the pin, but not enough. Looking good there. Brian Atomic has been so impressive thus far in this matchup here, Casey.
Absolutely. He might need to do more hair pulling or Tiny trip him up, because he's giving some heavy blows right here.
Is that part of the Vine method? Because you said you were trying to sell this guy on the Vine method.
Oh, no, he's fully on board. Atomic, I feel, is one of the most underrated guys. And like you said, trained by Low-Ki, the cardio is there. He's definitely vying to be a part of the method.
Abdominal stretch, a little modified here. You see the pain on the face of Xander Maddox with the official right on the call. And can Xander force the break? I don't know.
Xander getting up with the crowd's help.
Definitely got the WWN faithful behind Xander Maddox. Atomic has something in mind. Good God, no, the counter, well done. Hook the leg in. Oh. Man, I thought Atomic was gonna dump Xander right on his head.
Same, what a reversal.
And now the boot was able to catch Atomic the first time. Now Xander goes up and over and going right into the midsection. So impressive, but the right hand rocks Xander Maddox. Atomic's on fire.
He is. He is just resilient as ever from that vibe method.
However, Xander Maddox taking things back over. And now it's on Atomic. Can Atomic stop this onslaught? I don't know if Atomic can. Look at the educated feet of Xander Maddox. Step up in Zaguri.
Yeah, he can yell to the crowd all he wants, but he better get on Atomic.
Sling Blade does connect. And I think we may be looking at the end of this matchup, Casey. Leg is hooked.
Oh.
No.
Oh, goodness. What a match to start Monday Night Mayhem here.
Appreciate you bringing us into your home, watching on Club WWN or watching on YouTube.
There it is again. Xander keeps asking for the 305 chance. I know they're with him, but they're taking too much time. Execute the move and win the match. This might come back to haunt him.
For the ripcord, no.
Like I said, there it is.
You caught it. Hell of a knee.
Here we go, that's it.
Calls it empty the chamber. Is that going to be the end? Atomic got him.
Like I said, one of the most underrated talents here, vying to go straight to the top with Tiny in his corner.
Phenomenal win here for Brian Atomic. I think a lot of people just had their heads turned. We're looking at Xander Maddox thinking Xander had all the momentum, and Brian Atomic able to get that knee. Really the knockout blow, like I said, he calls it the empty the chamber, that step-up knee thrust. Fully effective tonight. Still a great showing from Xander Maddox, but
yeah,
there's only one winner, one loser in the record books.
If you're not cheating, you're not vying, and if you're vying to be a winner, you're on the method like Mr. Atomic is, and you may not like the methods, but man, did it work tonight, and Atomic is out on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Dino Constantino has impressed every time I have seen him, whether it's here in WWN or other places in our sport. Young men coming from up north, where he trained with Bubba Ray Dudley, bringing that attitude with him. You'll get a feel for it pretty quickly, Casey.
Absolutely. It's hard to be humble when you look this good.
The Land of Wonder. Have you been there, Casey?
Oh, every day is a land of wonder with the buy method.
I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, I might even get in the shot occasionally. In fact, you can see it right now in the back. Casey Vi literally has a stand stood up there to try to get people to come and buy into the Vi method.
I'm a father figure, if you will. I'm trying to get everyone better. I don't know if I can get Delgado on it. He's a little mad hatter. He's a crazy one, but he's a powerhouse, and he's been around WWN a very long time. Don't take him lightly.
Trained by the late, great Francisco Chiazzo. And it's been a big change in Rafael Delgado. Obviously becoming the Mad Hatter, as he's calling himself. Like I mentioned last week, he says he's a pacifist. And what he means is he'll pass a fist through your face if he doesn't like you.
Okay.
I didn't do a very good job delivering it last time. Nevertheless, senior official Chuck Oren in the house. Always good to see Chuck Oren here.
Absolutely.
Ron Nemi and I were talking at Shine Wrestling last night about the fact that he's known Ron for heading towards 20, 30 years in our sport. As Dino Constantino.
Taking a little jog, taking a little breather. I was going to say, is there like power versus quickness here? Just a little eye test. Dino playing mind games.
Well, and so is Rafael Delgado, as you saw, sliding in. A little bit of a mocking action right there. Doing the, I guess it's the giddy schoolgirl on the bed.
Yeah.
Playing with her phone.
Waiting for the phone call. Waiting for that lockup.
As the two-man lock up here, Delgado definitely knows how to use his size. The Plantano power is not gone, I assure you. When it comes to Delgado, it's just a different attitude, if you will. Who's going to get the better of this? Looks like Dino again.
Dino, maybe there's no hair there. Maybe.
Official in between, and Dino tried to go over the official's head, and instead Delgado throwing some beautiful fists, Casey.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting a little jig. Back body. Oh, my goodness.
A beautiful back body drop there. Of course, Delgado, not just here in WWN Thunder Championship Wrestling as well. Turning heads.
Of course, the powerhouse himself giving a big forearm to Dino.
Making people happy.
That's right, the Mad Hatter himself.
Dino now going for the sleeper, but countered by Delgado in the back suplex. Rocks Dino, and
that might be it. He was dropped on his head. Okay.
No, it was close, but you're absolutely right. And you know, you already said it. It's hard to be humble when you look this good. That is Dino's mentality. Young man was proud of his time in high school basketball, football, standout when he was up in Brooklyn. And what's going on here, I think?
I think Dino forgot what the color red was. He might have CTE after that suplex.
Delgado. Dino had no clue Delgado would come outside of the ring to catch him. And
Delgado, the mind games are kind of working here, but will they backfire?
And I think, unfortunately, you're right there, Casey. Oh, no, I take it back.
Oh, they're working.
The finesse of Rafael Delgado. And I really think Delgado has found himself with this Mad Hatter personality, but unfortunately, the top rope just found the neck of Rafael Delgado thanks to Dino Constantino.
Might have snapped the joint in that neck. That quick jerk action in the neck could absolutely be a world of hurt for Delgado right now. Dino is in control. Like it or not, he is.
Dino likes to say that he's really the humble one. And what he means is that he likes to humble people due to what he can do with his physical and mental superiority. And we're seeing some of that physical superiority right now as the elbow hits the throat.
Do you think kissing the bicep added more damage to that?
We're going to find out in a second. As the ropes again used as a weapon. Sternum could be cracked.
Yeah, that chest and that throat's in a world of hurt. Here we go. This might be it.
Oh, the 2 count only. Of course, in the case of Dino, let's be honest, it's an away game, so to speak, and wasting time. Delgado with the pin.
Yeah, Dino better focus on his opponent.
And where I was going was that whole away game situation, and I think Dino, from his time playing sports, pinfall, knows all about how to think when you have people screaming, "You suck." How to work around it.
That's a fair point.
People love Delgado here.
Absolutely. An away game specialist here, but Delgado fighting back.
I was asking Dino about places that he's held gold and things he's done in New World Wrestling Extreme, Fight Factory Wrestling. He beat Danny Moff, and you may be too young to know who Danny Moff is, but I'll tell you right now, if Ron Nemi was here, Ron would be having literally a seizure at hearing that this guy defeated Danny Moff, one of the toughest guys in the sport part of the Hit Squad. Ron's old stomping ground IPW. Having many battles between Ron and the Shane Twins in the Hit Squad, but nevertheless, the pinfall.
All right, now Dino, come on. You can't be yelling at Chuck now. You got to focus on Delgado. He is the mad one. He is the powerhouse. There he is. Stop him in the back. Now, see, there's more taunting. We don't like that.
And I get it. A lot of people like to add that extra punctuation mark of, not only did I beat you, but I got to embarrass you. But that's not going to do Dino any favors here, especially given how talented Rafael Delgado is. If Delgado gets a chance to recover, it's not going to go Dino's way. The pin, though.
Dino surgically with his neck off the ropes, a neck breaker, dropping fist on it all match. You just got to stay centered here and just keep focusing. There it is. Stay centered and just keep working on that neck.
And right now you can see the knee in the back. The pain, not just in the face, but really the insanity in the face of Dino.
Dino telling the crowd to shut up. I don't think he's focused on Delgado, and Delgado is getting behind the fans right now, getting up.
Shin breaker. Can Delgado turn this around?
Oh, we saw this one. Oh, I thought he was going to drop on his head again.
Hey, nothing like a good old atomic drop. Swinging for the fences. What's Delgado got next? No! Getting out of the way is Dino. Dino's got something in mind. Countered by Delgado, and this is the 10-6. Is this it? It is. Hard fought battle, but a big win for Rafael Delgado. And you got to ask yourself, did Dino too many times make the mistake of not sealing the deal when he had the opportunity?
Maybe too many bicep kisses, listening to the crowd, but the powerhouse, the mad one, the Mad Hatter himself, Delgado, reigns supreme tonight.
Crowd favorite. Momentum's building here for Rafael Delgado. You'll have to stay tuned to WWN Proving Ground. This is the place to be every Monday night, 7 p.m., OCC Road House in Clearwater. If you're coming to Tampa, St. Pete, heck, Orlando, you're visiting the Mouse. We're not that far from the Mouse. Come on over. Come hang out. You can be like this young man.
Bye to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first. Making this Proving Ground debut from Columbia, now residing in the North City of Massachusetts. 240 pounds, no gods, no kings, only Mortar.
Mortar insisting our official Jay Taylor hold the ropes for him now. Doing some kind of an adjustment for Michael James there as well.
Yeah, Michael James looking pretty snazzy. He's got the VAI on the back, but this Mortar kind of scares me. That face paint is actually war paint. I don't know if I like that.
That's kind of the story of this matchup. It's going to be two very scary individuals facing off. Man we haven't seen for a minute here in WWN Proving Ground. And I'm looking forward to the reaction we're about to hear from the WWN faithful.
I wonder if that mask is OSHA regulated.
Are you going to ask John Strange?
No, I'm good. I'll take his word for it.
Great to see the former WWN Proving Ground champion back in the house here in John Strange. Held that championship for 140 days.
I think he's the Florida man. These people love him.
We've got a couple Florida men running around these days here in this geography, but John's a different kind of Florida man, if you will. Mortar is going to have his hands full when it comes to John Strange. Mortar, of course, about 8 years in our sport, had the chance to attempt to talk to Mortar at I'm going to probably mispronounce it, and I apologize to our fans in Columbia, but out of Medellin, Colombia, moving to Lowell, Massachusetts, causing a lot of damage up there in that New England area. Was the Chaotic Wrestling's longest reigning New England champion.
All right, we got a well-traveled veteran here.
Well, actually, hold on. Mortar doing some. A lot of jaw-jacking. Jay Taylor had enough of that. I think Mortar's not going to have much to talk about once the battle actually begins. I did want to give Mortar one more accolade. He's actually been selected for the ECWA Super 8 tournament this year. It's a pretty big deal if you know anything about the history of the ECWA Super 8.
Very prestigious tournament. Do not take Mortar lightly, even though he's jaw-jacking maybe a little too long with the fan favorite John Strange fans here.
I always wonder, how does Strange get out of the insane asylum? Because he does. He goes back every night. He gets caught after the event as Mortar drives Strange back.
Might be the employees at that hospital might be wrestling fans.
Could be. Poor Richie, there was this bus out there, and I always suspected that was the bus that John Strange used to use, but here it's probably a motorcycle.
Yeah, there you go. With a little sidecar on it.
Who's in the sidecar? Michael James?
Yeah, exactly.
Mortar's got control, at least for now, of John Strange. Would you believe John Strange, 26, 27 years at this point in our sport?
Oh my goodness, what an advantage.
Trained by Vic the Bruiser. I know, I agree. It's crazy. It's hard to believe, and John's just been fighting nonstop ever since. Pretty sure there's a wrestling ring in the Insane Asylum. Beautiful cartwheel, though, from Mortar here.
I mean, if you live in a room with padded walls, you might not feel a lot of pain. You might get a little practice in your acrobatics. I have seen Strange fly a time or two.
Had a long relationship with the man now. Oh, look at the cartwheel attempt.
What'd I say?
Hey, there you go. Little pizzazz.
One flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Oh, collision there. Two big hosses in the boot. Rocks John Strange, but not for long. And elevation of the drop stick. Kick of John Strange. I'll get it out.
There we go. No worries.
Strange is it's uncanny the way Strange can fly around, but Mortar's doing the same thing right now.
Yeah, this surprisingly might be your most high-flying match. Oh, until you eat a fist and your back slams on the apron.
Well, I'm not surprised about some of the agility. Mortar had spent time as well with people from Jakara like Max Smashmaster when it comes to his early training.
What's going on?
Oh, wow.
Goodness.
Head over heels goes John Strange.
What did more damage, the head of Mortar or the spine of Strange landing on that cement? Good
Absolute
God.
cement. Nothing there to protect either man. You see those almost look like mats. Well, not only were they not in the situation, I assure you, they're not very helpful.
Yeah, those might even be like steel grated mats.
Lateral press. Mortar with an emphatic kick out. Back to my point, this is a battle of two really tough guys.
Absolutely. What is John saying there to the crowd? Sha?
Good luck.
We might need subtitles.
I had interviewed John Strange once.
How'd that go?
Not well. Ended up with a Heath bar in my mouth. You know. John Strange, big power slam. Hooks the leg.
That might be it.
Oh. And I agree with you. I would have believed it. Mortar, the collision course of the body of Mortar with the canvas. Credit that Mortar's still in this thing.
Right. And then the velocity of that power slam now. Hey, if it worked almost the first time, do it again. A body slam, call him for it.
His body slam, actually, it was Stevie Frick who helped. Oof! Kind of get John to do a little more things like body slams, but not effective this time as that spinning heel kick, could it be? And a beautiful senton as well.
Mortar with some fire here. Here we go, this might be it.
The shock and all here, Casey. Catching John off guard. Strange looking worse for wear.
Power moves, quick offense, flying off the apron. These two men are strange and insane, pardon the pun.
That's literally one man's name and the other. Who knows what a Mortar stands for?
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. The chops.
Even with the hospital gown on, you can still hear it from the back here.
Well, and that's the thing. You got to get man in war paint when it comes to Mortar. You got John Strange in a hospital gown. Strange just, again, lives on Planet Strange. It gets out of the way.
Says, like, anything you can do, I can do better. Firing back with some chops. Oh, cut down.
And unfortunately, John Strange, any momentum he had was stopped, and Mortar stalking his prey and viciously grabbing that headlock.
Yeah, taking him down. Now he's choking the life out of him. Strange might be in a world of hurt here.
Mortar continuing to wrench things in. You see the official Jay Taylor keeping an eye out. WWN Faithful trying to get behind John Strange, but
oh no, the Faithful is getting a little louder for Strange here.
maybe it's going to work. You know, there's not a lot of people. Oh, handful of hair, of course.
Of course.
Not a lot of people that defy logic, defy reality, and I think John Strange is one of those guys.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, you can only fight back for so long, and the neck twisted.
Quick snap to the joint of the neck spasm could be.
I think that was a neck spasm, Casey. I think the fact that John got up the way he did wasn't even so much a kick out as his body just going through convulsions. Now the head's being twisted.
Natural reaction.
And as much as the people are trying to get behind John, as much as the body wants to keep fighting, it may give out, but right now John's got signs of hope. Where is Strange going?
Oh! Good.
How does a man the size of Strange move like that?
I think he's bouncing off those padded hospital walls, man. I'm telling you, that's where this agility comes from.
Doing the Liu Kang jump up and over from 1995 Mortal Kombat movie.
Exactly.
Could believe it. Mortar getting stood up onto the top rope by John Strange. Where is Strange? Oof. Hoping to go with this because he's so unorthodox. You never know what Strange is going to do.
That chop could be it.
Listen to Mortar.
Yeah, he is in a world of hurt.
Streaming bloody murder, and Strange, though, caught. Countered by Mortar, and this is going to be bad, Casey.
Oh, no.
Double stomp to a prone John Strange, and if that's not the end, I don't know what is.
I don't know why he didn't cover my that. Could have been it.
Best moonsault ever, does not connect. And I think if it did, it would have been over, but instead, Boss Man Slam. Is this it? It is. Both men, for the size that they are, to be able to move and do what they did. Uncanny, Casey.
Uncanny. What a hard-hitting match. I know that hospital bus, those nurses are going to be working overtime after that victory from Strange.
I don't even know if Mortar realizes what just happened. Arguing with the official, Mortar, you were out, buddy.
Yeah, Mortar's got to watch the tape and get off the referee's case here.
You're having an X-Files moment, and you just woke up somewhere else, and you're going to have to figure out what happened.
Maybe for both of these men.
Mortar arguing with the official all the way to the back. Still a great showing from Mortar in his WWN debut. And John Strange, welcome back, John Strange. Former WWN Proving Ground champion. Definitely looking forward to seeing more John Strange in the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championships. Introducing first.
This has been building for a while, to say the least, Casey By, when it comes to Lamaria, Vice, and Violence, but I am still at a loss at what happened at the debut of Monday Night Mayhem. Damian Gemini turning his back on his father, and you tried to talk to them last week.
I tried to, man. The Vi method is a lot of things, but we don't turn in our family. But these two, they can stoop to any levels of just rottenness.
And now tonight, getting an opportunity at the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championship. Of course, the attack on Vice and Violence just a few weeks ago in Vice and Violence, of course. Watching closely last week, hearing what these gentlemen had to say, and I still can't believe that Rafael Gonzalez had to sit here and listen to his son tear him down the way he did last week when you were out there.
Despicable. Not saying maybe the late, great Frank Ciazzo Francisco Ciazzo, excuse me, might be his father, but there's a lot to unpack here with Damian Gemini, but Lamaria, they're just despicable, and Vice and Violence is going to get a lot of revenge here, I feel.
Well, that's the situation. When it comes to Lamaria, you've got a former Proving Ground two-time tag team champion in Damian Gemini, adding to the combination here. A lot of skill, a lot of talent. You got Giovanna Flores, you got to keep an eye with him outside of the ring, and of course Vice and Violence have had an impressive reign thus far, but what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Oh man, anything with...
Because really, Lamaria jumped the line. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Casey, but they literally jumped the line by attacking the tag champs to get this opportunity.
It's a very good point. They'll suit to any level. The Vice and Violence better watch Gio tonight. That's all I'm saying.
And I don't think you're going to see the fun Vice and Violence. I think we're going to get a lot more violence than Vice tonight. Where the Vice is going to be the violent part of the Vice.
There you go. You're on it tonight.
Don't tell anybody. We needed extra security in the locker room to keep these men apart. But there's no reason to stay apart anymore, and they're going right at it, getting right into the ring. Absolutely. Chaos here.
You called it.
Things underway. Not surprising at all. Ray Elliott going right for Giovanni Flores, but Giovanni's not in this matchup.
Yeah, they were watching first week of Monday Night Mayhem, seeing all that despicable action. They're ready to fight.
Well, and the attack, of course, too.
Absolutely.
After the big victory, feeding better together in a great matchup, Vice and Violence.
Team huddle here.
You definitely have to watch the numbers game, no question.
They're trying to start out who's going to start this match.
Yeah, and it's not a Freebird situation here. We know who's in the match. It's TJ and it's Damian Gemini. This young man used to be such a great young man. And of course, that shock as Damian comes in now. It was the Puerto Rican Hound Dogs, it was Vice and Violence. Our Monday Night Mayhem debut and that attack, that post-match, and what we saw from Damian, just so shocking. And Uni Vice here, bringing the thunder.
Absolutely, two beautiful arm drags. Damian is not where he needs to be. The big man, Ray the Brute Elliott, smashing that head. Nothing technical about that. Nothing technical about the Brute here.
When you already, ooh, TJ Brady charging in, and trust me, all of these young men trained it together, especially TJ and Ray Elliott. And Ray, can't believe what I was about to see, and the low blow while the official's distracted. I don't know if our cameras caught it, but the official is distracted. A low blow, and I swear this better not be it. Thankfully, Ray Elliott kicked out. It was Giovanni Flores on the apron, distracting Jamil Nietzsche.
Despicable, as always, sorry.
No, you're fine. And I'm sorry I just lost it. I swear, I could not stand it if Lamaria stole the tag team championships like that.
Despicable way to win it. Thank goodness Ray kicked out. We got a match. Keep going on here.
Taking out the knees. You're seeing the tandem offense here. You got to think Damian learned a ton from his father.
This might be
the pin. Whether Damian wants to admit it or not, you know he's shared some of those secrets of the Puerto Rican Hound Dogs with TJ Brady. And don't forget, too, TJ Brady, once upon a time, was our official here. He was refereeing matches. He was learning while officiating pretty much everybody's weaknesses. How much closer can you get than being an official?
No, you're right. Probably one of the most underrated, best ways to learn inside that ring. But unfortunately, he took the low road after all those great lessons. And now we have Uni Vice. He doesn't miss a Vi method payment, and you can tell with a big clothesline right there. Nice tandem offense by these two. Vice and Violence.
But the distraction, again, the official is distracted. Elbow drop does not connect. And TJ Brady raking at the face of Uni. And of course, our official Joe Milnici has no clue what's happening.
Yeah, the count never even started. He had his back turned because Damien was distracting him. Typical Lamaria tactics.
Eyes being raked out here. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Championships are on the line as Damian Gemini tags in, and I don't know.
I don't think Uni saw it.
Exactly.
Oh, big atomic.
And now the kick. And all that tandem offense could be new tag champs. You could see even the Brute was on the way back in.
Yeah, he knew his partner was in a world of trouble. Those titles might have changed right then and there.
And usually, like I said, Vice and Violence come in a little more jovial, but this has become very personal. I mean, just look at the way Damien's throwing those basically punches at the face of Uni Vice.
Yeah, no open fist there, just pure hatred, trying to get those titles tonight. And then once again, more dirty, underhanded tactics.
It's the MO of Lamaria.
Yeah, the not so full-blooded Italians taking full advantage here.
Again, TJ says he's Italian and Irish heritage, and I mean, you know, 1%, I guess that counts.
Yeah, maybe if he got a receipt from Little Caesars. Oh, here we go.
Stepping out, no. And I can't tell if that was an eye rake or what to stop Uni Vice, but either way, TJ Brady saved himself as Uni tries to fight out, but it's 2-on-1.
Yeah, tough to beat the 2-on-1. The numbers game is definitely a hard game to beat. Oh!
And it taken out. The Brute, well done by Lamaria. Uni's prone, the leg is hooked.
Oh, my goodness.
Not quite enough.
As much as I hate these dirty tactics, all the cheating they do, that was a beautiful Bulldog little kick combo from them. I wish they would do more moves like that instead of more dirty underhanded tactics.
You gotta think if the attitudes just had a little adjustment. Hold on, the pin. 2 count. The attitudes had just a little bit of an adjustment here of TJ Brady, of Damian Gemini. These two would be really, really good. And instead, they just take those moments to be so obnoxious and now distracting
like
the official.
Yeah.
Giovanni Flores involved again.
It's like you were on the call here, like queued up for him. This is the crowd.
Damien's faking a knee injury. Oh, my knee, it hurts.
Yeah.
Take a look at me while we mug Uni. You see even Ray Elliott's like, official, what the heck? And unfortunately for the Brute, all that's going to do is get the official now to admonish Ray Elliott.
Yeah, Damien, despicable, faking an injury. But hold on, here we go.
Is it? No. I'm telling you, if Vice and Violence were to lose the tag team championships that way, it would not just be highway robbery. It would not just be criminal.
Be a dark stain of this whole night.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Perfectly put. Be a dark stain all of the World Wrestling Network, and it could be about to happen. Both arms in danger, and now the big boot, the knee, might as well be over. And it could be, but no, Ray Elliott saves the day. And you saw Damian Gemini was trying to get in there to stop Ray, but couldn't quite pull it off.
Thank goodness for Ray Elliott. Thank God. We cannot have the titles change hands like this. Absolutely not.
The Brute has been especially angry when it comes to TJ Brady and the attitude of TJ Brady. Like I said, these guys trained together for a long time, and there you go, the Uranagi calls it the Brutalizer. Is that going to put away TJ?
Almost had him.
And
here we go.
Yeah, there's Big Dog in the house going after Giovanni. Be careful, Giovanni. A boxer, but Big Dog.
Father-son drama carrying over from last week. Okay.
And while that's happening outside of the ring, inside of the ring, TJ Brady's been left. And this could be it. And you notice Big Dog. Big Dog stopping. Oh! Stop Damian Gemini, but now Giovanni Flores attacking Big Dog, and inside of the ring, there's Damian Gemini with a chair.
Come on. No, I know you didn't win the match. The father-son drama continues to build. The animosity between these two teams, it's just going to continue to grow right here tonight, unfortunately.
We got more officials trying to come down and stop things, but I
don't think it's going to be enough.
Damage is still being done. Chairs, the attack on everybody. Now the knee being attacked of Uni, the throat being attacked of the Brute, and outside of the ring, who knows what damage was done to Big Dog.
Despicable. All right, Rick Dames, thank God.
Yeah, our WWN commissioner's out here now, Rick Dames. Rick has had enough. Lamaria better cut it out if the commissioner's out here. TJ just hit Rick Dames. You gotta be kidding me.
Despicable. I didn't think they could take a lower row, but they just did.
And still delivering the damage to Vice and Violence. This is out of control. Dames could be injured. Fines are going to be levied. These kids aren't careful. They're going to get fired.
They might injure the tag team champions here. And Damian was holding his dad's face after he attacked him with a chair and said, "Look what I'm doing." Oh my God.
And Lamaria going to finally stop.
Thank God. This is over.
Disgusting.
3 referees and Rick couldn't even stop the chair attacks. Oh my God.
Absolutely disgusting.
I don't know what's worse. Them almost winning the titles or there's no right answer.
He's nothing but a bum like the rest of his family. These two are family. They have always been and will always be my family.
You heard it there. Damian said he has a new family. Oh my God.
We're going to need to get some help here for Vice and Violence. An absolutely terrible way to end the first half. WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem, KC. Oh, it's disgusting.
I hope Randy and Ian are okay. Dual drop kicks in the face in the corner.
I'm worried about Big Dog too.
Absolutely.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we will be back very shortly here with the second half of WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. Don't forget our main event, Miami Boyz versus the Rapture. It's going to be a barn burner, to steal a term. We also have a WWID match, Gall versus Freedom Ramsey, and so much more. We'll be back in just a moment after this brief intermission. Vince Lewis, the veteran,
thank you, bro,
making his way into the ring as we continue WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. We are coming to you from the OCC Road House in Clearwater, Florida. My name is Trevin Adams. I'm joined by Casey Vi, the creator of the Vi Method. Just actually made quite a few sales.
Absolutely.
American Sumo making his debut here, WWN Proving Ground. Definitely excited to have him.
The American Sumo, man. What a big man. I actually trained with this gentleman at Fighting Spirit. He is no joke. The size is very powerful, but speed may be more surprising.
Mike Gamble recently coming over here from Hawaii, as you pointed out. Now training Pete Dunne, grizzled young vets. 6 years in the sport. Trained with the Kingdom as well, Mike Bennett, Matt Taven, Vinny Masella. It's kind of impressive when you look at the number of hands that have been a part of the training. Ooh, we get some respect here. I love it.
All right, here we go. What a way to start off the second half of Monday Night Mayhem.
First Vince Lewis, man. First pro match in 2001. Guys like Milo Beasley, Bruce Santee, Leroy Howard, a lot of people helping train Vince as both men locking up. And American Sumo, a legit former sumo wrestler, and as you can tell, lost a ton of weight, young man. I think he's up to, what, 180 pounds at this point?
Yeah,
of weight he's lost, and that's very impressive here from Mike Gamble.
Absolutely, and that Mike Gamble's strength from the previous weight sticks with him, but the weight loss is the agility that I'm talking about. And I'm sure you'll see it here tonight.
Shoulder tackle, neither man willing to move, Casey. Ooh, there's that sumo.
Okay.
Wow. It's the placement. It's to the point. Like you said, well done with the kick. In the case of the American Sumo, he knows how to plant his body so that he will not move. That's one of the specialties that Gamble has.
Yeah, I think respect's out the window now with that big drop kick to the chest. Palm strike here.
Very sumo style as well. You get speed, you get weight, you get power, precision. Sumo really is a lifestyle, and Gamble personifies that. And credit here, though. Wow, dumping him head first. Vince Lewis looking great.
Yeah, that thinly covered metal corner, man. That's a lot of damage.
Oh, it can make a big difference. Vince Lewis, tough guy, has a background. Oh, what a neck breaker.
That might be it after that steel shot to the corner.
Yeah, going for the pin. Has a background where when you talk about injuries, man, it is mind-blowing. We're even looking at the man. Broken neck, heart attack, blood clots. Vince overcame all of this to get back into our sport. And neither man budging.
Oh, my goodness. Changing huge blows.
Cross body, could it be?
I thought that was it, man. If the sumo lands on most of that roster, it's a 3 count.
Hey, once upon a time, it might have really been if Mike Gamble was the size he used to be. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, look him up, the American Sumo. Young man, it is so impressive the weight he has lost. It says something. It shows that you have not just the ability to follow through with something, it's a mindset, it's determination.
Huge discipline absolutely being shown through that body transformation.
Caught now, though. You see it, the bear hug could be trouble for Vince Lewis. Vince desperately trying to escape, and you know, as I stated, in the case of Vince, everything that he's went through to get there, he actually wears that orange for the community of people that have CRPS. It's a hell of a condition, and Vince has it. You got to feel for this guy. Oof! But fighting through it and fighting out from the American Sumo is Vince Lewis.
The crowd's kind of getting behind both men, showing a sign of respect earlier on, but...
And the arm drag right there. Vince known for quite a few submissions, but the Samoan drop could be enough to take out Vince.
All right there.
And you're right, Casey. I mean, that's the thing. I'm impressed Vince is still in it, but how many times can you get squished before you just become flattened like a pancake?
Right. I think third time might be the charm. That crossbody, the Samoan drop, and now Sumo getting the crowd behind him. Maybe looking for that little bonsai drop.
Absolutely was looking for the bonsai drop, but Vince Lewis was able to get up in time.
Oh, this might break the ring in half.
If Vince does what he's trying to do right here, Gamble was pushed off by Vince and now caught, flying head scissors, dumping down Mike Gamble head first. And Vince is looking for a submission. Got the face lock. almost like a chicken wing. Can't quite see from here, but it looks like we could be a modified version of the crossface chicken wing. I think it is.
Yeah, American Sumo might be on Dream Street here. He needs to get behind this crowd that's rumbling for him right
Casey,
now.
you've been in positions like this. What goes through your mind when you're nearly being choked out in the center? And that is
Oh, my
it.
goodness.
We know what goes through the mind. I can't handle it.
Yeah, there's only so much pain you can take. Like I said, there's only so much pain you can take, and you want to live to fight another day. And I know he didn't want to tap, but that was the move by the American Sumo to tap out so he can live to fight another day.
Crossface chicken wing can do great damage if you don't have it. Basically, arms can be pulled out of socket. You're getting choked at the same time. Your body's being constricted. Ribs can get broken. And like you said, your mind, you can't even think straight in those kind of positions. Take nothing away from the American Sumo. I think it was a great showing, a great debut here in the World Wrestling Network. And are we going to see some respect?
All right.
You love to see it. Hopefully we'll see the American Sumo again. And of course, Vince Lewis continuing on the battle. Great matchup here. Still much more to come. WWN Proving Ground, Monday Night Mayhem.
The following women's contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. 15 minutes. Introducing first. She is from South Western New York. This is Anastasia.
Anybody from the Hamptons, you know's gotta be rich, but it's a very interesting story how this young lady got the money that she has. Would you believe that Anastasia, and how old do you think, actually don't answer that. Anastasia married a man who was 87 years old for his money, and would you believe it?
I
He
would
didn't
believe
make it.
Oh, what a shock.
And now the young lady's got all the money she wants, and obviously the demand there, asking the official Joe Milnichi to hold
What?
down the ropes.
What in the sugar-free iced vanilla latte? She actually held up the line at Starbucks for 3 hours.
And her opponent.
This is a young lady I'm excited to see back. Jazmyne Hao, we've seen him before at Shine Wrestling. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention we're just 24 hours removed from Shine 81. A lot of shockers that happened there, and oh, come on. Anastasia jumping Jazmyne Hao before Jazmyne even made it into the ring, and Anastasia still relatively early in her career. She exclusively rents the training facility at the Crypt Wrestling Training Facility when she wants to train. She chooses who she trains with. No one else is allowed to be in the building as she chooses, and Jazmyne Hao's about the exact opposite. A young lady who's been hardworking since day one, a little over 5 years ago. George South, former WWN champion JD Drake, Caprice Coleman, Lodi, a lot of really talented folks in that geography helping train Jazmyne, but you can't train for being jumped, Casey, can you?
Right, and we can say she's inexperienced, only 6 months in, but that was smart. You know, she knows her opponent is a veteran. She took the opportunity. If you're not cheating, you're not vying to win. And I have to give props to Anastasia. She's in control right now.
When you've had a silver spoon in your mouth, and then basically, I can't even imagine how much more wealth came in to her being Anastasia after basically marrying an 87-year-old man. Reminds me of a Tales from the Crypt episode, and again, if you know, you know. You gotta be my age. But Jazmyne Hao, though, on the defensive right now, Casey, and it's interesting to see that Anastasia, despite the size differential, has been able to be in control of the full match just by jumping Jazmyne.
Yeah, took that advantage. Jazmine had her back to Anastasia. Said, okay, you're going to have your back to me. I'm going to take advantage of it.
A snapmare. Jazmine's prone. Knee to the back. Well placed by this young lady. And I think it's one of those challenges that Anastasia is very choosy about who she trains with, as stated, who she wrestles. And I think Anastasia knows a victory over Jazmyne Hao here tonight at Monday Night Mayhem. It's going to put Anastasia on the radar. She wants to go to Shine Wrestling. Let's be honest.
Of course.
Well, if you beat Jazmyne Hao, man, you're on your way. Ooh, what an elbow.
Oh, especially after that back elbow. Might drain the tenacity of Jazmine here.
Yeah, leg hooked. Jazmine has barely gotten out of the gate, and Anastasia has to be careful with the tantrum.
I think that's the same tantrum she had when she found out she wasn't going to get the will. Almost not get the will. She got the will after all.
Elbow. You seem to know a lot about this, Casey.
Well,
is she a purveyor of the Vi method?
she does pay every now and then. Like
Jazmine, Jazmine could be coming back. Sees Anastasia coming, catches, and time for Anastasia to pay. How about an exploder suplex in the corner?
Almost dropped on her head. Anastasia took a huge suplex. She might not know where she is right now.
If there weren't ropes there, I don't think Anastasia would know where she is. And here comes Jazmyne Hao with the jumping forearm. I think literally it was just pure instinct that Anastasia stood up, caught by the boot from Jazmine as well. Look at the strength on display. Gut-wrench suplex.
This might be it right here.
Just the 2 count. Complexion has changed quite a bit, Casey.
Oh, absolutely. Jazmine's got to stay focused. This is the first time this whole match she's been on offense. She cannot let this rattle her, even though Anastasia kicked out.
Well, you got to understand, Jazmine is still recovering, and just got caught. No, stopped. The elbows there from Jazmine. Jazmine took a lot of damage, but that backcracker, that's going to do a lot of damage to Anastasia.
Absolutely. Both women throwing huge blows right now.
Jazmine starting to head up submission specialist, but we're seeing her head to the top. Curious to see what we're going to get here from Jazmyne Hao.
Oh my God, Anastasia's on Green Street.
Catching her for the blockbuster. Anastasia's out. Jazmine going for the pin. She got her. Love that moniker, the Dragon of Malice, and it was Malice in the end. That was the one that defeated the, I dare say, entitled Anastasia.
Yeah, entitlement definitely showing with all these temper tantrums, excuse me. Maybe we get a little handshake. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, we'll see. Anastasia's refusing the handshake, and wait a minute, that's Tiny Tanaily. What the hell's Tiny Tanaily doing? Folding up. Jazmyne Hao, but now going after Anastasia too. And another German suplex, and now Speed Demon BB's out here. This is out of control.
Save the day. Oh.
Speed Demon with that weapon. Chaotic post-match situation here. You have Tiny making a statement, but looks like Speed Demon saying, give me some more. Of course, these two no stranger to each other as well. Recent happenings here in Monday Night Mayhem, and I get the feeling as the dust settles here, I think these women are going to continue to battle here at WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. Very chaotic post-match situation. You got to stay tuned here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Zachyras coming off a big win last week on Monday Night Mayhem. It was that fatal four-way, ultimately pinning Jules Bradley in that matchup. But wow, it's going to be a tall order here tonight. No offense to any of the competitors last week, but Rich Port Ayala, former two-time WWN Proving Ground champion, and he's going to be here to face this man, Zachyras. It's going to be a great contest.
Superlicious, the most colorful kaiju, has a big test with the heavy-hitting vet, RPA.
Rich Ford Ayala, 280 days in total, holding the WWN Proving Ground Championship. Man who would love another opportunity to get back onto the top of the mountain. But of course, you got Zachyras, who has been turning heads, however, coming up short. When we kicked off Monday Night Mayhem against Baby Keith, of course, those guys had their own issue at the time. It's a big opportunity for Zachyras, and of course, for Rich Fort. As always, wins matter here in the World Wrestling Network. Who do you got on this one, Casey? I'm going to put you on the spot.
Man, I was going to say this might be the match of the night right here. I'm going to say Zachyras because he's got a little nastier edge than I've seen lately, but it's a toss-up.
As these men lock up, and I'll stay impartial, but I'm going to put my money on Rich, and I'll tell you why. Because Rich Fort Ayala, and are we going to see a clean break here? But we are seeing, oh, what is that? I guess that's what superlicious means, huh? Now, Rich Fort has been provoked, and maybe this is a way to get into the head of Rich Fort, and indeed it is. The forearm from Zachyras. Nobody can deny Rich Fort Ayala. 6'4", over 8 years in the sport, started training with the Amazing Red, then more recently training with the Tokyo Monster Cahagis, debuting in Japan at Wrestle 1, literally debuting his career in Japan. And you see how good Rich Fort is as he throws those arm drags.
Yeah, Zachyras trying to get into his head with his mind games, but it's not going to work. It might be early
Yeah, the
here.
pin. That was close.
Oh, my goodness.
Very close. Official Jay Taylor right there for the call.
Eyeing for an upset here.
And I wonder that. That is the question. In the case of Zachyras, of course, as stated, not only coming off the win last week, hiding behind the official.
My goodness.
These are going to be the games that Zachyras is going to play. Pushing the official. Now, the official won, and he could have disqualified Zachyras, but instead Zachyras taking advantage of Jay Taylor's latitude here.
I think ever since that 2 out of 3 saga with Baby Keith and Zachyras on the losing side of that, we've seen a nastier Zachyras. Am I wrong?
No, I totally agree. And working with Steve Payne from the Lucha side of his training, but it was also the Tokyo Monster Cahagis who's had a hand in training Zachyras. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if Zachyras called Cahagis to say, what are the weaknesses of Rich Port Ayala?
It would be a wise call to make, absolutely.
I mean, if you got the money, with all due respect to
It's a wise
Cahagis,
investment.
he can be bought. I'm going to be honest. You can get him to give a little bit of information, perhaps, on Rich Fort. And maybe that's going to make the difference. We'll see here. Zachyras on the offensive.
Superlicious suplex.
A superlicious fisherman suplex, the pin. You can't deny, though, the improvement we've seen of Zachyras here in the World Wrestling Network, even over the last year.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And I think that nastier edge might just be exactly what he needs to get on top here at WWN.
In his rookie year, Zachyras nearly wrestled 100 matches to get out there. Wrestled in 10 promotions. Anywhere Zachyras could fight, that was his goal. And what a leg drop.
Oh, the height. If he gets that leg, that'll be it.
We're going to find out. Only 2, but still. how often do you see Ridgeport Ayala in the trouble that Ridgeport's in right now facing off against Zachyras?
Like I said, not often. He's a heavy hitting vet. The Port Authority is no joke. RPA, man. This, like I said, I think Zachyras has got it in the bag, though.
And, oh no, able to reverse and Russian leg sweep. Well done by Ridgeport, creating the separation. But now, Casey, which men can answer this 10 count?
Oh, man. I got to say Rich, because maybe he's in better cardio shape, but Zachyras been putting the damage on him all night.
Zachyras heading to the rope. Rich starting to get up, and they're going to answer this 10 count, but to your point, it's been a hard-hitting battle. These men have been full force the entire matchup, and I think they're going right back at it.
These forearms are no joke. Zachyras slinging his net back. These are brutal shots.
And you notice Rich holds onto the rope very smartly and now taking the head off of Zachyras. And that's the experience of Ridgeport Ayala. That's why Ridgeport was once our champion here. And a beautiful DDT. Could it be?
Do it. Oh, gosh.
Close. Close. And I'm always impressed by Ridgeport Ayala. But in this moment, I got to tell you, Zachyras, Superlicious, still in this thing, showing the tenacity.
Absolutely. A lot of fortitude being shown here by Zachyras. If he can just take advantage of all those openings earlier in the match, maybe just have one more, he can beat Ridgeport.
And there's Zachyras starting to fight back. I think Ridgeport might have been thinking set up for the Port Authority, but instead, fighting back. Who's going to budge? No, caught. And a Uranagi.
Lance him, that might be it.
Leg is hooked. 2. What?
Driving Zachyras through the mat, all the force. Rich has got to be thinking, what do I have to do? This is the new Zachyras we're talking about.
Ridgeport doesn't get paid by the hour, I'll tell you that right now. Definitely was open to put things away, get the winners first, but Zachyras refusing to quit. I think you can hear the respect of the WWN faithful.
Crowd's definitely getting behind Ridgeport right now.
You heard the attack, but you saw the attack from Zachyras.
There's those openings I was talking about.
Zachyras rolling up. The feet on the ropes. You gotta be kidding me. And Rich Ford is telling the officials Zachyras put his feet on the rope. It's ridiculous.
I think the theme of the night is if you're not cheating, you're not buying a win, and I called it right. Zachyras with a new edge, a new attitude. After that 2 out of 3 fall saga with Keith, he's got something to prove, and he's going to take any road to get the victory.
The record books are going to say victory over Ridgeport Ayala, the biggest win in Zachyras' career, but you and I both know it was robbery. Ridgeport was robbed, and you know Ridgeport is not going to take that lying down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
In a competition for who is the most despicable human being, I don't know who to pick. Jonathan Hudson or Dirty Devin Diaz?
It is a toss-up for sure, man. Very hard to pick. I think I got to give the edge to Diaz with these god-awful hip swings. It's just too much. Yeah, there it is. Gross.
Now the headliner versus the hip swings. Ugh.
Dirty Devin Diaz and Hudson. What a combo.
And their opponents,
And you hear the reaction for Better Together here. WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem.
Probably the biggest crowd favorites, man. These people love Better Together. What's not to love? They have the great pants, they got the matching shirts, they got the attitude. And here come the fireworks. There it is.
Casey Vi is literally doing the fireworks as well.
Oh, man. What's not to love with these guys?
All right, let's see how the pants are going to go tonight.
Pants off, dance off. Come on, Hadar, get in on it. Come on, man. Don't be a buzzkill. Oh.
Hell, or he's going to help.
Come on. Yeah. Now it's a party.
I got to tell you, those pants are something else.
You and me should get a matching pair.
Jackets. How about jackets? I'm in for, you don't really wear a jacket, but I think that would go well with us.
I'll meet you halfway.
Fun and games aside, former two-time WWN Proving Ground Tag Team Champions, Better Together. Phenomenal talents from Israel here. And they have been, really, whether it's WWN Proving Ground, Full Impact Pro, anywhere you look at them in the World Wrestling Network, there's been success. And did Hudson just help work on the mullet of Dirty Devin Diaz?
I think he did. No, Hadar is the gift of the Holy Land. Both of these guys training at the young age of 13. I can joke and have fun and do fireworks, but these guys can absolutely go. Their cardio is insane. They're in great shape. Man, you got to watch out for Better Together.
And you really got to be careful against Dirty Devin Diaz, of course. You already saw Devin taking advantage early on, but great job there by Hadar with the kip up as well. And despite the size difference, Hadar, just as I was saying, Hadar knows how to move to make him, take out bigger guys. Hudson now finding out after tagging in.
Get to the Holy Land, really scouting the moves here. Tags Anori.
And this is what it's all about, is the unity, and those arms are going to be in some trouble. We've seen this before.
Aw.
Friendship and pain. That doesn't have a name. That should be the name.
Yeah, friendship and pain. That's exactly what that is.
Jonathan Hudson, 278 days as WWN Multimedia Champion. Of course, former Proving Ground Champion as well. Hudson, first ever actually WWN Proving Ground Champion. Wow, super credentialed, and of course, between Diaz and Hudson, with Simon Says under the Emerald Empire, as Ori kisses Hadar. I don't think Hadar is into it like that.
No, kiss for good luck, though, never hurts.
Oof. I think it's one of those things where Hadar's like, hey, it's time to be serious. We don't have time to josh around. Those chops are very serious for Jonathan Hudson right now. And you can see the battle here. The official Chuck Oren distracted.
Dirty Diaz taking the dirty way, as the name says.
And is that going to be enough? Oh, just the 2 count. Hudson wasted no time. And look at the shape Hudson's in. Makes me think of our sponsor, Zone Fitness. Man, you want to get in shape. I'm a person who's been trying to finally get a little more serious about it. In places like Zone Fitness, man. The tag here.
Zone Fitness is a place to be to accomplish your New Year's resolutions.
Hey, you want to look like Jonathan Hudson, man. I'm telling you right now, that's the kind of place to go. And as I look at Dirty Devin Diaz, and especially the mullet, he's a throwback, and it makes me think of the old days. Again, no knock, I like working with you, Casey, but if Ron was here, we'd be reminiscing about quite a few talents that once had mullets like that. And that makes me think of things like Territory Tees, one of our sponsors, where you can actually check out some phenomenal t-shirts, including Bruiser Brody, American Giant, many more. TerritoryTees.com.
What's old is new. Get those Territory Tees, folks.
We all love the good old days, and you're absolutely right, by the way, because even the colors, hold on, pinfall. Not even a 2 count. Even the colors of Better Together really has got that throwback to the early 90s, which I did live through, and definitely neon. I didn't like it then, and it's back today. Those two make it look good, but I never made it look good. And of course, in the case of Hudson and Diaz, that classic black. In fact, I mean, look at Jonathan Hudson. He's really a throwback. The crossbody, the pinfall. Hudson, man, a guy who gets fired up and becomes more and more and more dangerous.
Yeah, the anger's definitely a gear change with Hudson, as we're seeing right now. Hadar is, oh man, he's not in a good place.
Hudson instrumental in numerous matches during FIP Everything Burns. Available as part of your Club WWN subscription. You can check out everything that went down at Everything Burns. Emerald Empire, man, they were leaving bodies anywhere they could.
That's what they do.
Including trying to attack August Artois, Rich Swann after their phenomenal match up in the main event. We talked about that earlier on. I was going to say we saw August earlier on. I take it back. But right now, you're seeing Hadar Orbitz not only... What is...
Oh, no. Stop it. Just stop. What? This is not okay.
I was going to say, can we cut off Devin Diaz? And looks like Hadar's starting to. And gets a boot up to catch Hudson. And how fast was Hudson running?
Yeah, no.
But you notice. Ooh!
Oh, there we go.
Malfunction at the junction. It was Devin trying to hold on to Hadar, but now Ori's tagged in.
The golden one.
And getting ready to come off the top. Double crossbody. Ori's feeling it.
Sure is.
Ooh. And as you know, Casey, the more Ori sees his best friend get beaten, the more Ori's ready to beat on you.
The more moves are coming your way.
He just yelled it. You heard it.
You hurt my best friend, and now you have to pay.
But the counter, Hudson, that size. And now the tag. And I don't know if Ori realizes Devin's legal. Oh, gosh.
Might be it. Whatever they're thinking. Good grief.
It's going to be hellacious. The power bomb assisted all the way to Dirty Devin. That is it. Whoa! How is Ori still in this thing?
I know. I was ready to ring the bell. I thought it was over. What tenacity by Ori. I think he saw Hadar taking all that punishment. He said, you know, if Hadar's not giving up, I'm not giving up. And that's a true power friendship. Better together. Like I said, don't let the pants, don't let the boots fool you. These guys are for real.
Best friends for over a decade, and Devin Diaz might have been getting a little nasty there. But the official couldn't see, but Hadar just pulled off Jonathan Hudson. Super kick outside of the ring.
Best friends always have each other's backs. So we have maybe a quick roll-up.
Trying for the sunset. Exactly, attempt for the sunset flip. Diaz holding on, caught with a kick. 2, 3. Better together, big win here tonight, defeating members of the Emerald Empire. You know Simon Says is watching live right now. Whatever extravagant place he's out vacationing, pretty angry that Devin Diaz and Jonathan Hudson were outsmarted by Better Together.
Yep, they tried to cheat, it didn't work out. Oh no, what's this? Come on now.
Sore losers, that's what this is, Casey Vi. And they're dangerous men, I told you, FIP Everything Burns. The Emerald Empire, they were attacking everyone. And I'm getting concerned. Ori's getting choked. Jonathan Hudson is insane. Look at the eyes, incensed.
You guys try to cheat the whole match, and it backfires. You want to do this? Come on.
And wait a minute. That's the WWN Multimedia Champion Sideshow. And
now we're talking.
FIP World Heavyweight Champion August Artois with a chair. Chasing off the Emerald Empire. And I mentioned all the issues at FIP Everything Burns. And of course, Sideshow had his FIP Florida Heritage Championship stolen because of the Emerald Empire.
Definitely not the last we've seen of these two. Trying to take the dirty road for the Emerald Empire. Thank God for Sideshow and Artois. Oh my God.
Champions, and now Sideshow's asking for the microphone.
You know, it's just like those guys from the whole Simon Stonebucket regime that come on out here and do us some noise every day. Nice and fairly beat the crap out of them. Congratulations on the win, guys.
Love you guys. Anyway, I'm sure you guys all know about March 9th, the WWN Super Show that's happening right here. And now that August and I are freshly back from defending our titles from Thailand, we're going to be here on March 9th. I know August is going to be here. I'm going to be here. And I just got off the phone with a very good friend of ours, Rich Swan, and he's going to be here.
Okay. Big news.
So I'm going to send a message. Why don't you send it for us, Hudson and Diaz? Send it out the Simon Scumbucket that any three of you guys will face the three of us right here at the Super Show on March 9th. Oh, and by the way, you make sure, since he was too much of a coward to show up tonight, you make sure one of them is Stephen Frick, because I've got something for him.
Well, you just heard it, ladies and gentlemen. March the 9th, right here at the OCC Road House. Streaming live on WWNLive.com and Club WWN. The challenge has been made from WWN Multimedia Champion Sideshow. You've got the FIP World Heavyweight Champion August Artois and Mr. All Night Long, Rich Swan. Three of them saying, give us any three members of the Emerald Empire. But according to Sideshow, make one of them the FIP Florida Heritage Champion, 6 Stevie Frick. March the 9th. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll hear from Simon Says. We'll see what the Emerald Emperor has to say. But I would be shocked if the Emerald Empire didn't have an answer and didn't agree to some form of a 6-man tag team match at the WWN Super Show Uprising on March the 9th.
Just got so much bigger. You've got to be at OCC March 9th.
Tickets and info at WWNLive.com. I am so excited.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a WWE ID Showcase match scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ambassador of the World Wrestling Network, Trevin Adams, joined by the purveyor, the creator of the Vi Method, Casey Vi. We are coming to you from WWN Proving Ground, Monday Night Mayhem. Our official is Jay Taylor. Things are underway, Casey. WWE ID Showcase.
Man, tan and jacked and ready to fight. Now that real-life action figure, I think he won the pose off at the beginning of this match. Let's say you.
Hard to argue with that. Gall, of course, in phenomenal shape, but Freedom Ramsey, as you can see, has the speed and, of course, the tenacity. Likes to be known as the top ram and might be ready to ram. Ooh, right back into Gall.
Whatever you can do, I can do better, little.
Oh, leapfrog caught by Gall. And now the squats, and of course he's breaking the midline, so those are really good squats. But Freedom having none of it. And Casey, I'll tell you right now, if Gall tries to showboat too much against Freedom, Freedom is so good and so impressive.
Absolutely, man. This OCC Road House is getting right behind this quick athleticism of Freedom.
See in the right hands, Freedom out of Detroit, as you heard. Trained at the House of Truth Wrestling School. Shout out to Truth Martini. I once saw what was in the Book of Truth, by the way. And an exploder suplex, and I was sworn to secrecy. Could it be
I
it?
think this might be it right here. Oof.
Only a 2 count. Freedom Ramsey, of course, picked by WWE through the WWID program, just like Gall. Gall, about 4 years in the sport, been hanging out at the Elite Pro Wrestling Academy, and about to be brought in the hard way by Freedom, or not, hung over the top rope by Freedom Ramsey. Gall is not afraid to bend the rules and bend the head off of Freedom Ramsey, Casey.
That action figure's got total joint manipulation. What are the action figures where you can move everything? What do they call those?
Fully articulated, I believe.
There we go. Fully articulated. Ow.
I'm old enough, mine were a little different. They didn't move so much. My LJN figures, you know, pretty cool figures though, but nevertheless, the real life one, as you said, in the ring, Gall. Talented young man. You've seen him in Beyond Wrestling, Wrestling Open, Wrestling Federation America, and of course as part of the WWID program. But the showing off again, Casey, is it a mistake from Gall? And yes, it was. What a counter.
It was, yeah. I mean, he's incredible peak condition. We can't lie. Mint condition, one might say, but you got to focus on Freedom here.
And there comes Freedom coming in, but pushed off by Gall, and all the momentum of Freedom Ramsey used against them in the big boot again. You can see the urgency in the offense now from Gall.
Gall's looking at the crowd like, you like that? That's what the Tan and Jack ready for action. Tan and Jack ready to attack. Excuse me, this might be it.
Yeah, the pin, leg is hooked, but no.
Shut up, he's nothing.
And now the jaw jacking with the WWN faithful here. Of course, Gall, 3-time men's physique champion in bodybuilding. It's part of what those medals are about he wears out there. Of course, he's from Mount Olympus, so he says, is Gall.
Real life action figure, Mount Olympus here.
Oh, what a chop. Of course, Freedom, might not have a good ending to today's day as a daily Instagram series, the Freedom Paragraph of the Day. You can check it out. A very obnoxious choke. Not only are you breaking the rules, but you're doing push-ups on the man.
Yeah, and that's got to affect the psyche of Freedom here.
And it's impressive. Can't deny it. Leg is hooked. 2 count only.
There we go. The crowd getting behind Freedom here. I think he's going to need it. Gall is in complete control right now.
I agree. WWN faithful here at the OCC Road House in Clearwater, Florida. Oof. Where we're broadcasting from. We're ecstatic to host yet another WWID showcase match. And I got to give it to WWE. The talent they have chosen in this program, I am yet to be disappointed by anybody who we've had the opportunity, Casey, to call or host here in WWN. And these kidney punches from Gall could be the end for Freedom Ramsey.
Every match from these showcase matches are hard-hitting. You don't know who's going to come out on top. You really got to be at OCC to see these prospects just absolutely try to prove their worth.
One of the cool things with the WWID program, you can, of course, follow it on X at WWID. You get to see the stories as they continue, and cannot get over Gall and the disrespect coming out of the mouth, but we're seeing Freedom Ramsey come back to life.
Yeah, might have. I was going to say too much jaw jacking, but it's working. Here we got a quick cover, might be it.
And no, Freedom's still in this thing, but like you just said, so close so close, and it would serve Gall right for playing with his food instead of putting away Freedom when he had the opportunity.
I absolutely agree, but sometimes if you look good, you play good, you talk a little trash, get in the head of your opponent, I don't hate it. Gall is just taking his time, being methodical.
I can picture how you played with your action figures once upon a time. Let's be honest here. And we got a sleeper in the center of the ring. Freedom is struggling, and beautiful placement by Gall. You don't have to like him, Casey, to appreciate the talent.
Very methodical, like I said, in the center of that ring, no rope break, but
just when we thought we were seeing signs of life from Freedom, you see Gall here, finally forced to break the hold.
Here we go. Oh, right back on him.
But not for long, the back suplex, but what does Freedom have left in the tank?
Yeah, he's been choked out for the past minute, it felt like. You can see him grabbing at his throat, wondering his larynx crushed, his throat might be damaged, using the ropes to get up. Freedom's in a world of danger.
One edge Freedom has, of course, his experience, about 7 years in the sport. And you see the boot getting up. We already talked about the speed, and young man can throw hands as well, as you're seeing right here.
Absolutely. I don't think experience matters when he can't breathe, and he goes right after that neck again.
Can Freedom, oh wow, the kick, the boot in the top of the head of Gall. Oh, Gall is a tall man. I am impressed that Freedom's not only getting up there, the high knee as well. Very
athletic high here by Freedom.
Thinking suplex, no, twisting it in, is this it? Not quite.
Oh, you got to think, if he had both legs, that might be the 3. That might have been a victory for Freedom.
Many men have been put away by the Freedom Buster in the past, but Freedom here having to continue on against Gall. But you're seeing the heart of this young man, Freedom Ramsey.
The heart of Freedom. The crowd's getting behind him.
Ooh. Put on the brakes, Gall. The counter, and a heck of a forearm from Gall.
Getting in the last minute of the 4th quarter here, these two giving everything they have.
You literally beat me. I was going to say the 9th inning. You know sports ball better than me. And here's the go behind. Freedom Ramsey. Oh. Release German suplex. Folds up Gall.
Oh, my gosh.
And the WWN faithful starting to get behind Freedom. They're feeling it. Gall showing the effects of the matchup. And here's Freedom in the corner.
A cry for Freedom. Cry for a rally of the crowd.
And the official was telling Freedom to get down, and Gall just with a low blow. The official did not see it. You've got to be, no! Striations bomb, this is disgusting. Oh, Gall wins.
Despicable.
Disgusting. Gall taking advantage of the official's distraction, able to hit the low blow on Freedom Ramsey. Casey, I dare say Freedom might have had this matchup if Gall hadn't stolen it.
No, Freedom was crying to the crowd, roaring to the crowd, and they're roaring back at him, and now the crowd is telling Gall what they think of him. It's despicable, man. I don't think he even needed to take that route, but he took that exit, and he took the dirty win. But hey.
Thanks for joining us nevertheless. WWNLive.com to learn more about the World Wrestling Network. A heck of a WWID showcase. Congratulations to Gall. Hope to see more from Freedom Ramsey.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the
Miami boys in the house here. Casey Viat is our main event. It is the past the WWN meets the present, and I couldn't be more excited about this six-man we're about to host here, Casey.
Oh, this has all the makings of an instant classic, the highest in your city, the 305, the Miami boys, excuse me. I'm not on any plant medicine, but they might be, who knows? Dapping up the referee. Okay, Chuck, little hip, cool referee. Even Michael's getting dapped up.
Now, Michael James definitely, professional as he is, he and the Miami boys know each other pretty well. It is so awesome to see the Rapture back in full force here in the World Wrestling Network. I've said it many times, and I mean it when I say it. You get to watch many great talent grow up before your eyes here in the World Wrestling Network, and these three go back to about 2019 time period, and they were up and comers here in the World Wrestling Network. Man, they're going all over the country turning heads. They're going internationally turning heads right now. And I'm telling you, tonight, it's going to be a big opportunity when it comes to our friends, the Miami boys, the hometown heroes, if you will, in WWN Proving Ground, to show that they can beat these three. And listen to the 305 chants.
And fans nice and early getting behind their favorites. But as I was hyping up the show, the Rapture here I put them out on a stretcher. They do not play around. They're not in for friendly competition. As I said, Adonis, the first Monday Night Mayhem, the Young Guns Invitational winner, Brady Payne, left in. This could be a classic, or it could be a classic tale of pain.
We've sent down our senior official, Chuck Oren, but indeed, we've had some absolute barn burners, to steal that saying again. Real phenomenal matches that we've been able to call over the years of the Rapture, but the Miami boys, man, that's been the story for the last 2 to 3 years here in the World Wrestling Network. Baby keeps starting things for the Miami boys. Richard Adonis, as you said, calls himself now the Silver Snake, and Adonis has for sure had an attitude change, especially compared to the Richard Adonis we once knew here in the American Combat Wrestling brand of WWN. And a great attempt to escape and a counter by Baby Keith. Casey, as you know, we've talked many times about Baby Keith and the fact that despite the size difference of Keith and his opponents, he can go, but look at the agility and dexterity of Richard Adonis here.
Yeah, Adonis is very, very experienced, as is Keith, and you can see these two evenly matched.
Not able to take off the head of Keith as Adonis had hoped, and here's a quick pin.
Oh my God, that's it. Keith, go ahead. Keith is up for the task tonight. He says, like, rocking the baby. I don't know if you want to, get the anger ticked on here for Richard Adonis. That might be a mistake on Keith's part.
We've seen a mean streak in Richard Adonis.
Exactly.
Baby Keith is now muscled into the wrong side of town, so to speak, as Jay Sky comes in. Of course, Jay and Adonis have held tag team gold here in the World Wrestling Network. Former ACW tag team champions did a beautiful senton. This team is so good. Of course, we've also seen Jay Sky in singles here in WWN, and Jay has gotten so good at the singles game. Just like Jared Diaz has not only continued his skills and brought them into New York, but when they come together, I'm telling you, the Rapture, with their powers combined. But here's Baby Keith trying to get away.
Must have been talking to back, working that wrist control.
And a beautiful, well done lucha arm drag. And what impresses me when I look at the Miami boys as Puma Johnson comes in, an unassuming young man that I always have to bring this up, coming from the nasty part of the Bahamas. Yeah, Puma, he don't get nasty till you force him to, but man, you tick off Puma, not only is he quick as a cat, but he can maul you like an animal.
Absolutely. Black Panther of the 305.
Black Puma, but close.
Black Puma.
Up and over goes Jay Sky. And right now what we're seeing here, wow. Great Hurricanrana by Jay.
Beautifully done there by Jay.
Calls himself the Hellhound. And Jay, just like Richard, the chains are off, so to speak. Jay's gotten a little nastier too as Chris Malachite tags in. Malachite, Puma working together with that double suplex. The Miami boys, they looking like the trio right now.
That's it.
Quick kick out.
I think we have a classic tale of just good versus evil here.
We'll see who's gonna tag in. Looks like it's Jarrett Diaz, and Jarrett Diaz springing in, and ooh, could have been a bad landing.
Might have been.
I think Jarrett may have somehow overcome, but boy, that could have been really bad. Was looking for the springboard, takes out the knee though of Chris Malachite. Quick as a hiccup.
Oh.
But so is Malachite pinned.
So agility shown by these two young athletes here.
Very well matched are Jarrett and Malachite. And Jarrett Diaz, right now, throwing the speed, but so is Chris Malachite. Now, tilt-a-whirl.
Momentum with Malachite. The crowd respecting that momentum. Chanting 305.
It really is. It's a home game when it comes to the Miami boys here, and they're not going to be intimidated by anything the Rapture's going to throw at them. I know the Miami boys, man, they've been hyped up all day about this match because for them, they know what this is. A beautiful blockbuster along with the leg sweep. Ooh, 2 count.
I thought that was it right there. Great double team move. That would have put most of the roster away, but not the Rapture.
And again, going for the pin. Now Concern broken up by the rest of the Rapture.
Smart.
And our official Chuck Warden's going to be up to his eyeballs trying to control these 6 athletes.
Yeah, good luck with that, Chuck. I would not want that task.
I'm not surprised that the tempers are flaring right here, Casey.
It was only a matter of time.
And now it goes. All 6 men battling here in the center of the ring. And I was starting to say earlier, the Miami boys were just so excited about the chance to finally face all 3 members of the Rapture and show what they can do. And right now, Miami boys stand tall.
There we go. They're all on the same page, all hitting the same motion, feeling it as the crowd is too. 305 is getting louder and louder.
Yeah, for those of you who have followed WWN for a long time, this really is a dream matchup. It's the present versus a still very capable past.
Gosh.
But the highest man in your city.
Yeah, absolutely. Living up to the moniker right there. In more ways than one, I'm sure.
I want that one.
Do you hear him? Baby Keith's like, I want that one, and he pulls in Adonis.
Yeah, I mean, that's a power advantage. I would get that one too.
Well, and also the recollection of who was legal.
Right.
And I'm believing it's Malachite and Adonis based on the official, but in comes Jarrett Diaz attacking Puma Johnson. And now Malachite in the wrong side of town once again, hung over the top rope.
Surprisingly great short-term memory to get the legal man in.
That's what you got to do here. It's chaotic, to say the least, the quick tags from the Rapture.
Fundamental tag action here.
These guys were the young up-and-comers. Oh, look at all those kicks.
God, that might be concussion right there.
And it's going to go from bad to worse. Because coming from the top, the frog splash. And now here comes Jay Sky with his own frog splash. And it is, would have been over.
Yeah, Keith saved the day. The bell is about to be rung there, and Keith knew it.
And I can't say enough about all 6 of these athletes and how good they are.
They're the main event for a reason. Past versus the present.
And the pin here, 2 count only. Jarrett Diaz was actually our 2019 WWN Rookie of the Year.
There you go, the pass right there. a storied past, if you will.
Virtually trained by Kurt Hawkins at the Creative Pro Academy, and of course Richard Adonis in there, training with Afa the Wild Samoan, and now the pin. And all the Miami boys spending their time with Soul Man Alex G. And as much as the positivity of the Miami boys is infectious right now, it's hard to be positive about the situation we're looking at, Casey.
Malachi is on the other half of the ring where he doesn't want to be, and the Rapture is in pure control. You're right. There's not a lot of infectious, good moves, high vibes, if you will. Diaz saying you like that. And I don't think he does, man. He's just taking and pounding from the Rapture.
And Jay Sky now in. Like I mentioned, going by the Hellhound. Not only holding gold here, but recently been hanging out at the Fighting Spirit Academy with Pete Dunne, Zach Gibson, and James Drake. And that polishing, I think that's what a lot of people miss, is the polishing, but learning from the best in the world, it makes you that much better. And unfortunately, I think Chris Malachite's learning the hard way what that's like. The pin.
Knife edge shot there. No wasted motion. Going for the victory right away. And yeah, that Fighting Spirit training, a lot of joint manipulation, professionalism, no wasted motion. As I said, a lot of training is paying off for Jay Sky. He tags in Adonis.
And I went up to all three of the Rapture earlier, and I was really excited to see them. And I said, hey guys, it's so good to see you again. And you could just tell it was a different attitude. And it was actually, Jay was the one who made the point. We're not having empathy. We're not worrying about anybody. We want to win. We don't care how we win. We know wins are what matters. And you can tell right now is Richard Adonis going after the digit manipulation, also hanging out with Pete Dunne and the Grizzled Young Vets. And that arm in trouble. Absolutely shades of Pete Dunne or people like Timothy Thatcher.
There you go.
I know all three of these men have taken the time to watch the World Wrestling Network as they came up before coming in the Rapture.
New attitude, joint manipulation, but a boot to the face might change all that.
A critical moment for Malachite, trying to fight away, trying to get anything, and gets the suplex.
That's it. That's it. Now the crowd sees the opening. Keith is getting riled up, shaking the dreads.
Casey, you've been in this position before. What do you tell yourself if you're Chris Malachite? How do you try to get your mind right?
And you got to say, this is the match I need to be in. This is where I earned to be in, and I have to get the tag, and he does.
And everybody's in right now. I believe it was Baby Keith who tagged, hard to tell, but Jay Sky taken out with the leg lariat, and now the Luthez press taking out Jarrett Diaz.
Keith directing traffic, saying, get up to that higher end district. We are truly the highest in your city. What do they got cooking here?
Oh, they're going extra high, and I don't like what I'm seeing.
Oh, my goodness.
How strong is Puma Johnson to be able to hold up Baby Keith? But the crossbody not effective.
Rapture says no into the drop kick. Double cover, this might be it.
And amazingly, not enough to put away the Rapture, but this six-man is absolutely broken down.
I don't envy Chuck trying to get control of all six of these men.
Malachite's back in now, tossing Richard Adonis. You hear the 305 chants. It's a big fight feel. It's our main event, WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem. And it is right now Richard Adonis looking like a king. If you know, you know.
That's it. King is not sitting on the throne. He's sitting on the high rent district, if you will. And he's in a world of danger if Malachite can get this suplex off.
And Adonis is fighting hard to stop Malachite. And think about, oh my gosh, biting Malachite. What is this? I know Richard calls himself the Silver Snake, but come on, and trying to powerbomb Malachite out of the corner.
Okay, holding on. Wait a second.
Diaz able to stop Chris Malachite, and I don't like what I'm seeing here, Casey.
No, I don't either. Oh, thank goodness. Keith.
Oh, gosh.
Whatever you do, I can do.
Oh, my gosh.
What? Jay Sky says, hold on, wait for me. I need to save my partner Diaz on top.
Oh, this is just becoming a mess of bodies in the corner. We've got 5 men in there.
It's like they're both getting front face locks, trying to choke the opponent out on top. John is here, maybe thinking.
Now Puma's in it.
Oh my God. What is happening? Oh!
Assisted double superplexes, but I think everybody got taken out in this case.
Yeah, no one really got the better end of the stick on that one. Good grief.
All 6 athletes are showing they'll go to any level to win this matchup.
Yeah, if I were Chuck, I mean, who's starting to count? You got all the men in the ring. This is chaos.
Do not envy our official Chuck Oren, but it is Jarrett Diaz up, but so is Puma. Puma with the knee. Taking out Diaz.
Firing up.
And there's Sky. Oh, goodness, that Nelson suplex.
Snap on that. Good night. Sky's got him.
Puma's been caught. Pop up. Oh, sit out, super bomb, but watch out, here comes Baby Keith.
305 zone, the highest in Yo City. What's he thinking? Oh!
Missile drop kick. Ballistic missile drop kick, but Adonis is in the house.
Oh! You heard the smack on the back of the head. This might be it.
Looking for the Medusa's gaze, but Malachite's up. How is Malachite still in this thing?
I know, he's on top of that superplex from earlier.
Soul food.
Pure adrenaline is on Malachite right now. He looks like he's on Dream Street, but he's still fighting until that kick to the face.
And thinking cross Bronx, and if this does connect, if no one's there to stop it, it's the end. Oh, official Chuck Oren is saying Malachite's not legal. Or is he saying that, ooh!
Oh, my
That
God.
Jarrett wasn't legal. I'm sorry, I got it confused. And guess what? Richard's more than happy to destroy the man.
Sure. Oh!
And I believe that that is the Medusa's gaze, and that is it. The Rapture, back in WWN, victorious. Jarrett Diaz coming down from New York City, reuniting with Jay, reuniting with Richard. What a battle, but Casey, the Miami Boys, how good did the Miami Boys look in that match?
A tremendous showing from 305 zone. You really can't be too disappointed if you're the Miami Boys. Adonis, that furious kick, I really think he's on an injury warpath.
Wait, what is the post-match attack? Richard Adonis is getting out of control here, and you saw Jarrett Diaz was yelling at Adonis saying,
like I said, man, you're right. There's a new attitude in the Rapture, and I think Diaz and Sky are telling Adonis, hey, we don't have to injure and kill everybody like you did Brady 2 weeks ago.
You almost killed me, man. Bro, you sound like a child. Get control of that guy. You freaking psycho. What's going on, that boy?
and maybe cooler heads are going to prevail on the Rapture side.
Oh, man. You said it best. It's your boy Psycho.
It was more than was necessary. It really was, and such a great matchup marred by that ending.
Right. I don't think we've seen the end of this saga.
Things get heated in the moment, Casey.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens. Still, it was great to see the Rapture reunion. It's such a great showing from the Miami Boys. Such an awesome way to end WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem.
Absolutely. What a match. All 6 men gave it everything they had. Adonis was seeing even more blood in the water after that victory, but like you said, cooler heads prevailed and the Rapture is standing tall.
You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it, Casey. Awesome night. Gotta wrap things up here. We appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen, watching us on WWNLive.com, on YouTube. Always awesome to be able to be in your home, ladies and gentlemen, bringing the action and your support. And what the hell is going on? Richard just attacked, just bit Jarrett Diaz.
What's happening?
And now he's attacking Jay Sky. Come on, this is out of control.
Adonis might need to go to a mental hospital.
And he's attacking Jarrett again. These guys are best friends. What in the hell is wrong with Richard Adonis?
Insane, insane. Especially after a victory like that. Come on.
Can we get anybody down there?
Yeah, we need officials. We need wrestlers. He is literally biting his own teammates. 2 weeks ago, he sent the Young Guns Invitational winner out with a broken arm. This Adonis is despicable.
We got to wrap things up, Casey. We got to get some help down there. It's been a hell of a night, ladies and gentlemen. More questions than answers. For Michael James, Casey Vi, I'm Trevin Adams. Thanks for joining us. WWNLive.com for all things World Wrestling Network.